Hi, Ben Anders here from Innovative Solutions CPAs and Advisors with the second in our series of short videos about the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. These videos are designed to reduce anxiety among taxpayers by shedding some light on the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Today I'm going to give a quick overview of some of the important changes that affect businesses. Number one, beginning in 2018, the C Corporation tax rate has been changed to a flat 21%. In the past, this has been a graduated rate between 15 and 35%. So for some businesses, this will increase taxes, and for others, it will lower them. Number two, beginning for 2018, small business owners that operate or have an ownership share in a pass-through entity may qualify for a deduction of up to 20% of the pass-through profit, their share of the pass-through profits of that business. For the purpose of this new law, pass-through entities include S corporations, LLCs, partnerships, trusts, estates, sole proprietorships, and even rental real estate owners. So, for an example, if an S corporation has a pass-through profit of $100,000, its owner may only pay tax on $80,000 of that profit. Not bad. Be careful though, there are several limitations with this deduction relating to the type of business and the taxpayer's income level. I'll go into much greater detail about this deduction in my next video. Number three, the business interest deduction. Businesses often take out loans to finance equipment purchases or expansions and other things like that. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act puts new limits on how much business interest can be deducted. There are some silver linings here though. First of all, this limitation doesn't apply to businesses with less than $25 million in average annual gross receipts. So that's most small businesses. Second, this limitation does not apply to real property trades or businesses. And third, it does not apply to farming businesses. And now for the one you've all been waiting for, changes in the depreciation deductions. Effective September 28, 2017, bonus depreciation has now been increased from 50% to 100% of the cost of the asset, and now it's not only for new assets, it can also be used on used assets. So if you placed equipment in service in late 2017, you may be able to write it off in full on your 2017 taxes. This provision remains in effect through 2022. In addition, the 179 expense limitations have been increased from $500,000 to $1 million, and they've been indexed for inflation. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act also substantially increases the amount of depreciation that can be taken on passenger automobiles used in a trade or business. Lastly, it eliminates differences between different types of building improvements and allows for a 15-year depreciation period on all these assets. Now for some sad news. The coveted 50% deduction for meals and entertainment is getting a haircut. First of all, the entertainment portion is no longer deductible. So no more golf trips, basketball games with clients, ski trips with clients, and stuff like that. Bummer. Also, for those of us who like to bring in food for our staff meetings and deduct 100% of the cost of it, this deduction has now been reduced to 50% through 2025. And then eliminated completely. In other bad business news, the like-kind exchange deduction is now limited only to real property. So you can no longer defer the gain on trade-in vehicles every year. Also, the domestic production activities deduction, which many of our dentists and other clients who manufacture items were taking, is going away. There are a few other new business provisions, but that's enough for this video. Please note that most, but not all, of the business tax changes are permanent. Also, please remember that everything I just told you about is under federal tax law. Each state has its own tax laws and may or may not conform to the federal tax law. If you have any questions or concerns, or suddenly feel the need to do some serious tax planning, feel free to call us here at Innovative Solutions or consult your tax advisor. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.